Friday the 13th the game was developed by Ilphonic and published by Gun Media in 2017, May 26. But this game was originally called Summer Camp Volume 1. During development for Summer Camp back in 2014, they got Kane Hodder to do the motion caps, Haley Manfredini, the composer, and Tom Savini in charge of the kills. After the Summer Camp trailer, they got the director of the first Friday the 13th film, Saint S. Cunningham, which he liked the idea of the game and allowed Ilphonic to get the rights of Friday the 13th for free. After they got the rights, they made a Kickstarter page with the codes on the page reading, Unleash Jason, with part 7 saying to the bottom of the camp whistle. I got this poster from them. I love it. Virtual Cabin is a first-person puzzle mode where you solve complex puzzles. So you actually need to look up a guide for almost half of these. I won't spoil the ending, but I say try it out. And that's all I can talk about. When I heard they were adding bots, I was very excited to play against them. Until I realized this is a very small company. And I actually play against the bots on the hardest difficulty. And this is the result. The bots can be very stupid. But sometimes they do make horrid mistakes, like hiding in front of you when you're right there. It does remind me of the times that actually does happen in the film, so I guess that isn't really a negative, unless you're constantly getting the same classic kill over and over again. So I guess it does get annoying. And it also gets annoying how they hide throughout the entire match. By the side, look for that little bugger. Until you realize he's all the way over there, hiding in the tent. There are 2 types of Jasons. The Runners, Part 2, 3, 4, and 5. The Walkers, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, Part 9. They all have a playstyle that would fit you, and some will not. Like if you're a more aggressive type, you could play as Part 9 since you could teleport more often. Or you're more of the type that can just slash people to death. So you choose the guy with the pick splitter. So, let me talk about all the Jason's playstyles. Every single one of them. All the strengths and weaknesses. Part 2 strength is Morph, which allows him to teleport all around the camp. He can run, and he spawns with 7 traps. The problem with Part 2 is that he is very slow in the water. He has weak defense, meaning he gets stunned easier, and his sack is easier to whip off. That sounded very long. And finally, he has a weak shift, meaning into a quick dash forward. Part 3 Jason. This theme you're hearing right now is used in the film. And honestly, just imagine getting chased by Jason with this music. Back on topic. His strengths, he can run. Extra weapon strength, so he can kill people a lot faster by swinging his axe. And he has a good grip, so he can hold on to people longer. He has weak. He has weak stun resistance, so he can get stunned by pretty much anything you could think of. He has weak sense, so he will have a hard time sensing stealth characters like AJ, and he has a weak stock. Stock is a power that helps you sneak around and cancel your footsteps. NES Jason is just an alternate skin for Part 3. It's cool he's in the game. Part 4 Jason. He can run, he has weapon strength just like Part 3, but now he has destruction, meaning he can break down doors with only 3 hits. He's very slow in the water, he has a weak shift, and he only has 3 traps. And his weapon is a pig splitter. And it's huge. Part 5 Jason, or Roy Burns. He has extra throwing knives. Didn't know darts count as knives in this game. Weird. He has increased stock time, and he can run. He has a weak defense, a weak whip, and weak stun resistance. Part 6. He spawns with 6 throwing darts. He has positive sense and positive shift, so he can dash forward longer and faster. He has weak defense, and this is the first undead Jason, so he can only power walk, and he has a weak morph, so he can't teleport around the camp fast. Part 7. He has a positive sense. He has extra water speed, so don't ever go after the bow with this Jason. He has a grip, but he can't run. He only spawns with 3 traps, and he has a weak shift. Part 8 Jason. He has extra water speed, he has destruction, and he has good stock. He has a weak sense, and he can't run, so only power walk, and a weak whip. Part 9 Jason. He has a positive shift, stun resistance, so it's harder to stun him and he gets out of stuns faster, and a positive stock. He can't run, he has less health, so he's easier to unmask than some of the other Jasons, and he always spawns with 3 traps, and his weapon is a double-bladed axe. And now, one of the only Jasons isn't in any of the movies. Savini Jason, or I like to call him Jason Returns from Hell. He has a positive shift, extra weapons damage, and destruction. He is very slow in the water, he can't run, and he has a weak grip. This is what Jason X should have been, not a robotic Power Ranger looking dude. If you want to hear my opinion, who's the strongest Jason and who's the weakest, I linked to the Jasons in this picture. The counter's survival horror like type of gameplay. Unlike Jason, where you're the hunter and you hunt down the counters, the counters have to find boat parts or the car parts or the phone fuse, or you can try killing Jason. The counters all are basically the same. One is smarter, one is faster, one has more stamina, one is stronger. It's just not worth talking about.
Okay.
And I really do love this game, but there's a lot of problems with it. Like people exploring under a bridge to make so Jason can't grab them, and the only way that he can actually kill them is throwing darts at them all the time. Well, not all the time, but back then, it's all the time. But they fixed it. But there's new ones to exploit, like a teleporting glitch, some other crap. But they are fixing it. And Friday the 13th, the game in the movies. It's hard to talk about this game. It's hard to give this game negative feedback when I love this series to death. I am glad they added Roy and the final chapter in finally, since they weren't in at launch. They are both of my favorite Friday the 13th films out of all of them. So from this verdict, I give Friday the 13th the game 8 out of 10. It would be a 9 out of 10 if they make Jason actually change his weapons. That would be amazing. And actually a story mode where you actually, like the films, you're sneaking around, like Hitman style. What do you want?
I have a package for it. It's package for it. Here you go. Hey, can I get inside too? Hey, wake up. Dad's coming. Hey, Dad's coming. Dad's coming.
Stop poking me!
Dad's coming.
No. Fine, come in. But don't be a lucky.
I will. So, what does this mean?
It means we're gonna be reviewing this movie together.
I quit.